RNAct, enabling proteins for synthetic biology and bioanalytics.
Hi, my name is Anahí and I'm doing an industrial PhD. I'm enrolled at the Technical University of Munich and I work at a small biotech company called Dynamic Biosensors in Munich, Germany. I come from one of the biggest and most beautiful cities in the world, Mexico City. And as a foodie person, I like to cook, I like to try different types of cuisine, and I like to invite friends over for dinner. I also like to read. I like to go outdoors, hiking, which here around Munich is such a beautiful landscape. And I also like really much to travel. So I am a person with many different interests, which is called multidisciplinary. So in the bachelor back in Mexico, I studied the Bachelor in Technology, which was basically a mixture of different sciences from biology to physics. And in the last year of my bachelor, I decided to focus in the nanotechnology track. I had amazing professors and mentors that helped me decide that this is actually the track that I wanted to pursue. Afterwards, I wanted to study a master, so I went abroad and I studied the Erasmus Mundus Master in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology. The first year was in Belgium, in the KU Leuven University, and there I enjoyed a lot the beer, chocolates, and the fries. And in the second year, I moved to France at the University Grenoble-Alpes, where I did my master thesis focused in biosensing for studying molecular interactions in the Department of Molecular Chemistry. When I finished my master, I didn't know if I wanted to stay in academia or if I wanted to move to industry. So I decided to try industry and I moved to Barcelona and I worked in the Institute of Photonic Sciences. There I was focused on a project to develop point-of-care devices. And so I stayed in this project for a couple of months, and then this project became a startup. This startup is now called Droplight Technologies. So I joined the startup and I learned a lot there, not only science, but also technology transfer skills and entrepreneurship. So I was very happy there, but still I wanted more. And so I decided to study a PhD. At Dynamic Biosensors, we measure molecular interaction and binding kinetics. In practical terms, we produce instruments that are able to follow the interaction between two entities over time. These two entities can be, for example, two proteins, or a protein and a small molecule, etc. So we measure if these two entities bind or not, how fast they bind, and how fast they dissociate, and also maybe if there is any shape that changes upon the binding. So we characterize the binding properties. And so this is very important, for example, in drug development. The aim of my doctoral project is to design and produce a biosensor that is able to measure specific interactions between protein and RNA. And this is important to characterize because many biological processes involve protein-RNA interactions, like the translation in the central dogma of biology. And it's also important, for example, to design new proteins with specific binding properties. So the information that I get in my binding experiments can help the computational people like Jose and Joel to improve their models, and also the experimentalist people like Anna and Rosvita to test or screen the proteins they produce. So in a sense, everything is connected and we give feedback to each other.
RNAct. To learn more about this project and its progress, you can follow us on several social media channels, with all the relevant information available at www.rnact.eu.